one went ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
As soon as he wakes up, or 10 minutes since he wakes up.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Badgers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Badgers are in the hurry-up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season, how you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so many...
Off he goes! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I know. Now I'm playing the game. Let me finish the game.
From the gun, the running back has it.
That's good.
He's dropped behind the
Go in the
line of
basket. I
scrimmage.
think
That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
An unbelievable time to let the quarterback and wide receiver get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will get the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll run play action. And they got him for the sack. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Burr. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Stop.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Out.
He's got it again. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 8 over Air Force. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when seconds final. He'll start this drive firing. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Badgers in the hurry up. Trying play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Casey. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking
Either one of them
that
have
even
two.
further after
They
the
not mine.
catch.
That's good.
We asked
Because I know they
earlier
both
this
want
week,
fast.
who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to
Right,
on
but
3rd down.
But I know they have a problem with two.
I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive
my buddy
line,
was
they
good.
gave up 4 last week, too.
So,
So you need
if I
some
was the one,
consistency
he gave me
up
about
front.
three.
Make sure you
The other
protect that
lady
QB
won't
and
give it to
make
me
those big
before
plays
5 o'clock. But he was good.
The Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to
Yeah,
the
the guy.
20-yard
I
line.
said, dude,
Penn State sends
first
the
of all,
offense back onto the
the guy,
field.
once by him making
They'd
it only
love to do
4
what they
minutes,
did
the guy
last
had
time
to score
and
the
put
whole
this one in
first
the end
quarter.
zone.
You ain't lying.
Then when
They
I
did a
stopped him,
great job. The
I
offense was
was
clicking
thinking out, and
everything
then like,
well. Palmer,
he
they
scored.
executed
It's
and got the
7-0
touchdown.
at the
And they
halftime.
really were in a nice
I get the
rhythm
call.
as well. And I'd love to
I
see
got
that
it.
here on the
Fucking
next drive,
kick
too.
off.
Just keep
For the second
doing
half.
what you're
So
doing.
now
Everything
14
seems to be
then I'm
working,
like
and
the
you
whole
seem
thing.
to have this
Then once I
defense
threw the
on their
interception,
game.
they 21-9. I ain't
A lot
good. I
of
took
times
all my
defenses
players out
blitz
the
to
game.
stop the run.
I was
This
like,
very play
why would I
right
do
here,
this?
puts the linebacker, but
Save
man,
my
the
players.
offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for us.
To the ground with the back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Works
They
his
should be
way
good,
to the
right?
41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory. Because so far this season, they've really struggled.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the counter. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers.
Oh, my goodness.
Incomplete.
Please
That
drop the
would have been
touchdown.
a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away.
Touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's right downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Otis. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On second down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man on the left. Pulled down for the tackle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Coates. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. He's going to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Self-protection, that's all.
The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a productive play on first down.
I got Caesar.
He'll start this third quarter with a run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. power football with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defense, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
You're welcome. I know you're so sorry.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
They got told away.
Looking for room. It's Shields. At the 40, there he goes. And he breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the blocks. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Badgers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
On the move at the 30. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Yeah, I didn't have no wide receiver. Like nobody was. Nah, this is the team I had, like the building, but like everything. Okay. Right now, I got a wide receiver. Then I got the running back's good, but if you know all I'm going to do is
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
That game I just lost 24-0 with the defense.
They're going to ride this running back.
Yeah.
They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up
no, he got a
first
loss
down.
too. I wasn't worried about it. It was a conference championship.
Still plenty of football to go.
I was number 2 seed, he was number 3 seed. It didn't matter.
You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the board was talking smack. He didn't beat me. So what can you say?
Fresh legs, man, it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I think it would be,
this offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with 4th and 3. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Badgers want to move quickly.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Stop. That's the plan. Yeah, close. To the wide receiver, 7-5. That's a computer. They're trying to have the ball. They can't. It's stuck.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Huh?
Delay of game. Offense.
Yeah. But what happened
That
was
is
the
a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The snap sets up the throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it.
Why you
Touchdown,
blitzing?
Badger.
What's up, big boy?
On to attempt the try.
Animal, no animal.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats, and you want to score.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they
What's
go
up,
for
big
it
boy?
regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
That's good. I think he's going to do that. Stay still. He's going to fall. Oh, my God.
On the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Oh,
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On the ground, it's Shields. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over UAB. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Who's he playing with?
He's looking to throw. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. The 20. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation.
Oh,
When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Yeah. Sure.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Looking for room, it's Shields. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. While they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. But
and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.